The brave little firefly. In the heart of the whispering woods, there lived a community of fireflies. Every night, they would light up the forest, creating a mesmerizing dance of twinkling lights that enchanted all who saw it. Among them was a little firefly named Flicker. Flicker was smaller than the other fireflies, and his light was dimmer. He often felt insecure about his faint glow and wondered if he could ever be as bright and as useful as the others. Despite this, Flicker had a kind heart and always tried to help in any way he could. One evening, as the fireflies were preparing for their nightly light show, a terrible storm rolled in. The wind howled, and rain began to pour, extinguishing the lights of the fireflies one by one. The forest was plunged into darkness, and the animals were scared, unable to find their way to safety. Flicker, though frightened, knew he had to do something. He gathered his courage and started to fly, his tiny light flickering bravely in the storm. He flitted from tree to tree, guiding the animals to the safety of a large cave. "Follow me," Flicker called out, his voice tiny but determined. The animals, desperate for guidance, followed Flicker's faint glow. One by one, the rabbits, deer, and squirrels made their way to the cave, safe from the raging storm. As Flicker continued to lead the way, he noticed a family of hedgehogs huddled under a bush, too afraid to move. Flicker flew down and said gently, "Don't be afraid. I will guide you to safety." The hedgehogs looked at Flicker's small light and hesitated. But Flicker's determination convinced them to follow. The other fireflies, inspired by Flicker's bravery, reignited their lights and joined him. Together, they created a path of light that led all the animals to shelter. The combined glow of the fireflies lit up the forest, making it easier for everyone to find their way. The storm raged on, but the fireflies' lights never wavered. They stayed by the entrance of the cave, ensuring that every animal was safe and accounted for. Flicker, despite being exhausted, kept his light shining, knowing that his small contribution was making a big difference. By the time the storm passed, every creature in the Whispering Woods was safe, thanks to the little firefly who had dared to shine despite his fears. The animals emerged from the cave, grateful and relieved. The wise old owl, who had watched the entire event from a tall tree, flew down and addressed the crowd. "Tonight, we have witnessed true bravery," the owl said. "Flicker has shown us all that even the smallest light can guide us through the darkest times. Let this be a lesson to us all. It is not the size of your light that matters, but the strength of your heart." The next day, the animals held a grand celebration in Flicker's honor. They decorated the forest with flowers and leaves, and the birds sang joyful songs. Flicker was presented with a special gift, a tiny crown made of the finest dewdrops and spider silk. Flicker accepted the crown with humility and gratitude. He learned that bravery isn't about being the biggest or the brightest, but about having the courage to shine when it matters most. And so, Flicker continued to light up the Whispering Woods, his heart full of pride and his light shining brighter than ever. From that day forward, Flicker never doubted his worth again. He became a symbol of hope and courage in the Whispering Woods, reminding everyone that no matter how small or insignificant they might feel, they have the power to make a difference. And in the heart of the forest, Flicker's light shone as a beacon of inspiration for all.